An update tonight on our investigation into a video sent to News Channel 3 by viewers of an arrest in Desert Hot Springs. We first showed it to you last week. The video creating controversy after it was shared online by the woman who shot it. A warning, the video may be tough to watch. About 2 minutes into the video, the exchange between officers and the suspect becomes physical. As we reported, Deputy Chief Stephen Shaw says the suspect physically resisted arrest and a brief struggle took place, seen here. Tonight, we are hearing for the first time from the Desert Hot Springs Police Department about its use of force policy. News Channel 3's Jennifer Franco joins us now live in studio. And Jen, I know you've been speaking with Desert Hot Springs Police after speaking with the woman who filmed the arrest last week. What have you learned?
Yeah, that's right. Hi, Peter. Chief Deputy Shaw couldn't speak specifically about the incident in the video that we've been reporting on because it's still under investigation. But every such case goes through a chain of command for review, and now we are getting a better idea of what exactly that means. The Desert Hot Springs Police Department has checks and balances in place for use of force incidents. Deputy Chief Stephen Shaw says a very small percentage of incidents fall into that category each year.
For 2023, we had 28 use of force incidents in the city, and that was out of just over 4,400 arrests and citations.
Broken down further, 11 instances involved the use of a taser, and another 10 involved kicks and punches. Shaw says during all reviews, supervisors are looking to determine whether policy and the law were followed and if there's a training opportunity.
Is there something that we could have done differently and better to prevent it from happening again?
Every 18 months, all law enforcement in California is required by law to complete training, which includes use of force.
Whether it's something with one of the resources, like you're using your taser or the beanbag, or it's the physical control of somebody.
Shaw says the department wants to be as transparent as possible with the public. Part of that involves releasing some information on use of force incidents, like how many complaints the department gets a year.
If there's an allegation against an officer, what happened to that officer? Well, we can't share what the discipline was.
Use of force reviews can take between a week to a month to complete. If necessary, an internal investigation is launched, which could take up to a year to complete. Shaw says during any review, patience is important.
Unfortunately, nowadays with social media, everybody has a need to have the information right away. And unfortunately, most of the time, that initial information, it's either not accurate or you're not getting all of the information.
Shaw says he understands that members of the community may not always agree with how an officer handles the situation, whether it's a traffic citation or otherwise.
Follow the instructions of the officer. If you disagree, then after the fact, you can come to the police department. You can talk to myself. You can talk to the chief of police. You can talk to a supervisor. You can ask to have a supervisor come to the scene.
In Desert Hot Springs, Jennifer Franco, News Channel 3. Yeah, and of course you can see all of our previous reporting online right now on our website, KESQ.com.